Are we going?
Yes.
Friends, what I've been doing is mucking around with this Briggs and Stratton lawnmower. Now, when I got it, it was seized solid. And I'm thinking, okay, it's the aluminium conrod has shit itself, blown the cap off, but no, that was okay. I thought maybe this plastic oil slinger had got hot and melted and jammed up, but no, that wasn't the problem. I thought maybe the camshaft, which is the plastic item, which I can't find at the moment here on my pristine dust-free workbench that I insist upon working on. What it was is that this has got a lot of furry corrosion around it here on the top underneath the magneto, and I think it had been left out in the weather. We had a little bit of moisture ingress down the shaft somehow, not enough oil in it, and this crankshaft was seized solid in the top housing, and it must have rotated because it's pulled material off the crankshaft and pulled a lot of material out of the aluminium housing, and hence when I put the crankshaft in, we've got that, see that amount of movement there in the top bearing. That's in technical terms, that's called NFG. That'll just slog out. So, but everything else in the motor is pristine. Look at the tappet or the cam follower. That's pristine. The valves are in good nick. Everything's in good nick except for the top housing. So that was I just pulled it apart, had an autopsy as a learning curve to see what was wrong. Over here in this department, we've got an FS 85 for the international viewers, weed whacker. You spend more time working on the weed whackers than you do actually whacking weeds, because they're a pain in the arse. The primer bulb's always gone hard and brittle and you put your thumb through it. They store them upside down, and the gearbox seizes up because it gets an ingress of moisture, or they leave them upside down, motor down, and the motor gets an ingress of moisture. So you spend more time working on them than you do actually whacking weeds. So yes, that's so this is a test YouTube, and just Bill Block saying g'day to everybody. Okay, cut.